As long as you enter the country legally, you're considered a legal immigrant. If you want to become a legal immigrant, that's the step where you try to apply from a temporary status to a permanent status. And there's various ways to do that. And one is a U.S. citizen spouse or a parent or an adult child that can sponsor their parents as long as they're over 21. The other way is through employment. You know, if you've got an employer and you're here on a work visa and you're still in lawful status, and the employer now desires to fully employ you on a permanent basis and not a temporary basis, they can then take certain initial steps through the Department of Labor and Immigration. It's kind of a lengthy, involved process, but they can then sponsor the person, the worker, to become a legal immigrant. The other way is what is called self-sponsorship. Certain categories are allowed to actually self-sponsor themselves if they have extraordinary ability. Like for instance, a famous maybe basketball or soccer player, football player, or musicians, or people in the art or business. They can actually self-sponsor themselves because they're considered such an asset to the United States that they don't really need to prove to the Department of Labor or Immigration that they should be given the privilege of living in this country. They can actually petition themselves, and as long as they can prove that they have the various requirements, then they can actually obtain permanent residency, which is becoming a legal immigrant.